The one and only Aretha Franklin and a Say a Little Prayer. We were talking about, music taking you right back there. I used to, I suppose, like any kind of budding radio presenter of any description or any music anorak, I used to record tracks from the radio.
Yeah.
And so I had lots of these cassette tape compilations and I used to will DJs not to speak over the the outro or the intro, and that's why I don't do it now either. I know you're not really supposed to do that. No. You are actually supposed to talk on the lead in, but I remember playing that end bit over and over again to try and get it so Tony Blackburn or some fool didn't talk over it.
I know. I used to do that. I think they were they not told to do it purposely?
Yes, I think, probably, yeah. But they, I was more than a match for them. And you were too, presumably. So what memories does that conjure up for you? You said it's your special song.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to make you cry. Come on.
I don't know what. I think it's just the baby. It just that song. I think that kind of. I just love it. I just love the sentiment in it.
Yes.
I don't know.
When we were talking about wanting people to express emotions.
Yeah.
Of course, it isn't always safe to do that.
No.
That you have to judge. Situations quite carefully. You
don't hurt people, do you, as well?
No.
But there's something about there's something very sort of liberating about going and playing to a room full of strangers, believe it or not, and telling them how you feel about things. And going back to what you were saying earlier, really, if it helps, and I suppose really it does, in a sense. Sometimes it can be quite daunting, but at the same time, it is quite liberating.
Well, it's lovely if you get that, extra dimension from it, because I expect most people are terrified.
Yeah. Well,
but you're not actually scared of, apparently not,
I don't know.
You don't get stage fright or...
I do, terribly, yeah. It's just that nobody ever sort of says that they notice it, but...
Right.
Terribly. I get really stressed out with things before it happens.
But that's good then if you're managing to, carry on regardless, really. If people don't notice it,
I don't know about the people don't notice it on stage. I'm not so sure about the people around me before I go on. I think they notice it. All right.
Talking warts and all.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a tantrum thrower, are you?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not Elton John, but I have my moments.
So, one last track from you, yes?
I thought I would do a bit of a protest song, if you don't mind.
Go for it,
all this talk of love is making me all sloppy. So I wrote this song called England's Glory about the very fact that it was not just the youth of today, but a lot of the country really would rather vote for an X Factor contestant than vote for a Prime Minister, or go and watch a football match rather than go to a rally or a protest. People seem to be happy to complain about things and then not do anything about it. And I wrote a song about it.
Easier.
Yeah, and it's called England's Glory, and I got the title from the matches. I don't know if you remember the little matchbox called England's Glory. Yeah. I thought that's a good title for a song. And,
Ian Dury had one as well. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, did he? Called the same thing?
Called England's Glory.
Really? Well,
but it's a very different song. It's not a protest song. He sings about great things.
The great, mine's quite the opposite really. And also those matches are made in Sweden. On the bottom it just says made in Sweden. I thought it was quite ironic, really.
It is.
But okay.
I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Drumming fingers on German steering wheels, new Labour votes, old Tory deals. England floats without appeal. Crash bang wallop, what a picture, a princess dies. There's a new religion, a nation cries and buys a picture plate. But the revolution has been cancelled, 'cause nobody got out of bed. The revolution has been cancelled. 'Cause we'd rather watch a football match instead. But don't you see, whether it's me or you, whether we're red or blue, we've both been screwed by England's glory. Britannia rules the waves, collects the country's rent, but the world's not round, it's twisted and bent. Whatever you say, Mr. President. So the big issues, Wayne Rooney's toes, footballers' wives, David Beckham's clothes, anything that goes up Kate Moss's nose. But the revolution has been cancelled, 'cause nobody got out of bed. The revolution has been cancelled, 'cause we'd rather watch a football match instead. But don't you see, whether it's me or you, whether we're red or blue, we've both been screwed. Simon Cowell for Prime Minister, Cheryl Cole's the Minister of Education, Anthem Deck, the voices of a generation. Give me more intoxication. Give me my medicine. Give me pastry and bingo. Give me football and the Jeremy Kyle show. Till we don't know what it is we're after, laughing all the way to a banking disaster. 'Cause I don't see the difference between Cameron and Thatcher. Oh, I know that Nick Clegg ain't no X-Factor, Mr. Go. Shove your apostrophe, South Yorkshire please, you can shove your apologies. What did the bedroom tax mean to the Queen? How did we sleepwalk to the dream? I'd rather live on my feet than die on my knees in the dreamer's disease that's England's glory.
That was fantastic.
Cheers, thank you.
I don't know if I snickered at the right places. It was amazingly observational.
Good,
so
thanks.
it's kind of, apathy and complacency that you're talking about. Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
And people being drawn into tedious things.
Yeah. That's about it.
Did it make you feel better to write it?
Yeah, good. Made me feel great. Because I'm not one to complain very often about things, I think. But,
again, it's being able to articulate strong feelings in a way that reaches other people. That's very good.
Well, you get quite emotional about certain situations, and when it's almost sort of mentally cut and pasting things together. Like Diana's funeral was in there, and stuff to do with America and all that, and just all, and the football, the whole football thing, and the animosity they have towards Germany, and I love Germany. And it's a brilliant country, and
which leads us on to your record company.
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah. I noticed that when I looked on the CD.
Yeah.
It was recorded in Berlin.
Yeah, right? The CD was recorded in England, but the record company were in Berlin. Yeah.
And what they're called?
They're called Fire Station.
Right.
And that was the last ever demo I ever sent off.
Right.
From I live in G Cross, and there was a little post office down the bottom of the road, and I was so sick and tired of sending demo tapes off, and I thought to myself, this is the last one I'm ever going to send. And they got back to me.